A year after the events on the Upside Down, things in Hawkins are mostly back to normal. The secret MK Ultra lab is under new management, Joyce is dating Samwise Gamgee, and the nerd crew of Mike, Lucas, Dustin and Will is enjoying life. And unbeknownst to her friends, Eleven secretly lives with Police Chief Hopper, her clandestine foster dad. However, Will has prophetic flashbacks of the Upside Down, where he sees a massive Lovecraftian creature looming over the town, the Mind Flayer.
Uh-oh. It's not good.
And while everybody thinks that Will is just shell-shocked, he develops an intimate connection with this Mind Flayer, where part of the creature now lives within his subconsciousness. This, however, remains undetected by the lab's new director, Dr. Owens, who routinely performs medical checkups on Will since his return from the Shadow Realm. For the new school year, the Mayfield family is moving to town, consisting of Max, who easily integrates into the nerd crew,
Hi, Max.
Hi.
as well as her older stepbrother Billy, who essentially boils down to an intense version of an 80s bully slash pretty boy. Billy then dethrones Steve as the top cool kid in and outside of school.
Eat it, Harrington.
During Halloween, Dustin finds an embryonic Demogorgon and takes him home, believing it to be a rare amphibian.
Right.
You know, rather than something dangerous after having experienced this a year earlier.
Demogorgon.
It turns out that the creature rapidly grows and after a week or so breaks out and starts devouring pets. Meanwhile, Hopper investigates a series of rotten pumpkin patches and discovers that tunnels of the Upside Down are spreading under Hawkins. Turns out that the interdimensional gate in the lab's basement is still active and growing, despite it being routinely cut back. Starting a side mission, Nancy and Jonathan want to inform Barb's parents that her daughter was eaten by interdimensional monsters. But the duo is intercepted by Dr. Owens, who tells them that this knowledge should not be made public, for the greater good. With the secret recording of their conversation, Nancy and Jonathan contact Murray, a Russophile conspiracy nut who was hired by Barb's parents to investigate her vanishing. Nancy and Jonathan want to publish the paranormal conspiracy to nationwide newspapers to get #Justice for Barb. But instead of reporting interdimensional creatures from hell kill teenagers, they repackage it to the much more believable hazardous chemical spill kills teenagers and send dossiers to all newspapers they know. Now back to the main plot. After having a particularly bad flashback, Will becomes possessed by the Mind Flayer, and he enters a trance where he starts mapping out the underground network.
Okay, I get it. That's Lake Jordan. And if that's Lake Jordan, then you'd probably find, yeah, that's Saddler's Quarry. It's a map. It's a map of Hawkins.
And as Hopper digs into a decaying pumpkin field, he gets trapped in the cavernous network of the Upside Down. Luckily, Will has a prophetic vision of Hopper in the tunnels.
Turn right. What? I saw him.
How very convenient.
Joyce, Sam and the kids are then able to pinpoint the place where Hopper went missing and rescue him. Shortly after, the Feds arrive, cleansing the area by fire. But since Will is connected to the Mind Flayer, he feels the pain himself. The scientific opinion is that Will now shares a hive mind with the Upside Down. In yet another side quest, Eleven breaks out of her safe house to meet her biological mother after discovering Hopper's files on her. Her mom, however, is mentally a vegetable, but Eleven uses her psychic powers to communicate with her anyway. Eleven then learns that she was not the only psychic kid in the lab and starts an adventure in Chicago. There she meets Kelly, who's part of a teenage street gang, and teaches Eleven the dark side of the Force. This goes on for a bit, but Eleven decides to return to Hawkins after eavesdropping on Mike and Hopper.
I'm sorry, but I have to go back.
Meanwhile, the baby Demogorgon has now grown into a vicious monster. Dustin recruits Steve to take him down, but that pretty much failed.
Oh, shit.
Now the gang wants to lure the monster into the old junkyard to finish it off, but it turns out that the monster has company. vicious fight breaks out until the monsters realize that they cannot kill main characters. The monsters are actually being recalled to the Tunnel Network's Nexus as a team of lab agents starts to investigate it. The agents have been pointed to the spot by Mind Flayer possessed Will.
He made me do it.
It's a trap!
Not being main characters, the team is quickly eliminated. The monsters are then using a tunnel with direct access to the lab, breaking into the facility to wreak havoc. Realizing that Will is a CCTV for the Mind Flayer, he is sedated and the crew tries to make it out alive among all the carnage. Many die while Bob and Dr. Owens sacrifice themselves so that the others can escape. The gang then regroups at Joyce's house. At this point, Will is completely possessed by the Mind Flayer, who wishes to hop from the Upside Down to our dimension, after the trapped Will inside reveals through Morse code that the gang must close the gate. The Mind Flayer is alerted to their location by a rogue phone call. And as the monsters are attacking, Eleven saves the day just in time with her newly upgraded psychic powers.
I'm stronger now.
The gang now comes up with a plan to properly close the gate without killing Will in the process. Having learned that Will's parasite doesn't like heat, they give him the old sauna treatment back in Eleven's forest hideout. This is very effective. Hopper and Eleven break into the lab again to close the gate, while the crew attacks the Nexus to lure away the monsters. As they are about to be encircled by the Demo Dogs, Dustin recognizes his former hatchling, who lets the crew escape.
How convenient that is for you.
Inside the lab, Dr. Owens survived, and after a short intermezzo with some more monster dogs, Eleven closes the gate with her psychic powers.
Hey, mission accomplished.
In the resulting aftermath, Eleven becomes the officially adopted daughter of Hopper, Will is flashback free, and Nancy broke up with Steve and is now dating Jonathan. As this is a new channel, I would immensely appreciate your upvote and subscription. In any case, thanks for watching and see you next time.